Caselots and POSIM make it possible to order and sell items in cases, as well as individual items. To create a case lot for an item, open the Inventory section, then under the item's header, select Item Card. Find the item you want to create a case lot for, and then select the Case Lot tab. Enter the case quantity amount in the Quantity field. Once this number is entered, the item card will automatically populate the case lot SKU, description, additional description, current price, MSRP, cost per unit, preferred vendor, and the vendor cost. The vendor SKU and the UPC are item IDs that the vendor assigned to the case and are typically supplied by the vendor. Cost per unit is the number that will be automatically calculated by dividing the vendor cost by the quantity in the case. The Reset button can be used to refresh the information in the case lot section after the item card has been changed. For example, if the description, current price, and the vendor cost were changed for the item, pressing the Reset button will allow the case lot to automatically generate those fields again, based on the new changes. The case lot SKU and the description fields are made by appending the item card's information with the quantity of the case. The current price, MSRP, and the vendor cost are determined by multiplying the values on the individual item card by the case quantity. If you are selling the case for more or less than the automatically calculated amount, you can enter the value manually. The preferred vendor, price code, and label code for the case can all be selected by clicking on the drop-down boxes. Pressing the blue link for price code will open a window where new price codes can be created or modified. Pressing the blue link for label code will open the label customizer, so you can add a new label or edit an existing label that you plan to use for the case lot item. If there is a tag-along, such as a bottle deposit, that goes with the item, this is where you enter how many of the tag-along items need to go in the case lot. For example, if every item in the case lot needs one of the tag-along items, the number entered in this field should be the same as the quantity in the case lot. A 6-pack of beer would have 6 tag-alongs for bottle deposits. Lastly, order rounding can be used to control how the item will appear on a purchase order. If this is set to round to nearest case lot, then when the item is added to a purchase order, it will order as many cases as possible, and then any remaining quantities will be ordered as individual items. If you select round base item to case pack quantity, then the items will still be ordered as individual items, but the purchase order will always default their quantity to be the same as the case lot amount. This is useful when the vendor requires single items to be ordered in a specific increment. If an item can be ordered or sold in more than one case lot, such as 6 packs or case of 24, select the Add button to create additional cases. This will open a new blank case lot screen and allow you to enter new information. To cycle back or forward among the case lots, select the left or right arrow buttons. To order by the case lot, simply type the case lot SKU into the SKU field. As soon as the dash in the SKU is entered, a case lot selection window will open. Select the case lot option you want and then press OK to add the case lot to the purchase order. Case lot items will have a blue line on the purchase order, and changes can be made to them the same way any other item is modified. When an item with the potential to be ordered by the case is entered into the PO, a new icon will appear at the bottom of the screen. Click on this Case Lots button to see the different case lot options for the item, as well as the 4 options of how the item can be ordered. Hovering over each checkbox will give a brief preview of how many will be ordered by each selection. If you want to use one method for all of the items in this window, click the All button above the order method. Case Split will order as many whole cases as possible, and any additional items will be added to the PO as individual items. Case Round Down will round the ordered amount down to the nearest case lot quantity. Likewise, Case Round Up will round the ordered amount up to the nearest case lot quantity. If you select No Change, then the option will leave the quantity exactly as it is entered on the purchase order. Now that all of the case lot items are on the purchase order the way we want them to be, the purchase order is ready to be posted. Thank you for tuning in to this POSIM Evo video tutorial. If you have any questions, please reach out to POSIM Tech Support by phone, email, or chat with us on our website.